Hi, I think I'm recording okay. I was going to do a live, but I've decided, I'm just going to move this up a bit, decided to do a video instead, and then I'll post it a bit later. So I haven't done a hard as to whether to do this or not, and I've been a bit quiet of late, but after speaking to a dear friend who is supporting me in the most amazing way, as many others are. This particular friend is really on it with me. I decided to do a small video. So, some of you will have noticed that I've been going to hospital quite a lot, and the reason for that is I have been diagnosed with cancer, a very big, rare tumour in my soft tissues, which is operable. It's complex. It's not going to be easy. I'm going to have a kidney removed and some of a main vein replaced. But it looks okay, and I'm positive and I'm hopeful. I have very good days and I have very bad days. I've only been diagnosed 2 months, 8 weeks. And initially I was misdiagnosed and was told I had it in 3 places. Now I know what I have. I've been making changes to my lifestyle and my diet, which is why I am losing weight, which is very good. And doing all the stuff that I know, but have not always practiced. So I just wanted to let people know, because I've had lots and lots of messages, and I find it quite difficult to reply to all of them. And also, I just want to say also, you know, I'm nobody special. Lots of my friends have gone through this journey. I'm deeply grateful for all of the support, and I have been just touched and humbled and overwhelmed by just the kindness of people. I love doing things for other people. I'm not so great at accepting it myself, and this has been a big lesson to me, to allow the gifts of love and physical gifts coming through the post, and beautiful words of gifts, or gifts of words, should I say, and just the general outpouring of love that I have been so lucky to have received. So I'm doing this in the hope that I won't have to keep answering lots of questions, because I find it really difficult, and I'm fragile, truthfully. I have really super fab days where I just think, yeah, you know, I'm going to be fine, and actually I do think I'm going to be fine. But then I have on the floor days where I'm frightened and I'm scared, and I feel absolutely terrified. So in saying this, I've got my proper diagnosis now, and hopefully I'll be having surgery in about 6 weeks. Need to get a bit more weight off and get a bit fitter, and also sort my blood pressure out, which goes through the roof at the mere thought of a doctor, let alone a hospital. And what I kind of want to say is, I don't particularly want this cancer to define me. It's something that many of us go through, but I still have a life, and I'm the same person I was before I was diagnosed. So yes, I am looking after myself. Yes, I am putting myself first. Yes, I am doing all the things that I need to be doing. But an integral part of my life, and what gives my life meaning and purpose, is in helping others and making art and making expressive art and expressive art with others, coaching and counselling. It's an integral part of my life. And just because I've been diagnosed with cancer doesn't mean to say that I can't continue to do these things. Maybe not quite so much, but without the integral part of my life that I've just spoken about, then I would lose quite a lot of meaning and a sense of purpose. So while I've cut back on lots of things, and sadly I have cancelled next year's retreat, which was full, because I'm not sure where I'm going to be at. Hopefully after the surgery, I've been told that I won't need chemo or radiotherapy. That could change. I don't want the worry of letting people down again. So I am focusing on this surgery and the recuperation, and then I can look at maybe some gentle gatherings and maybe a small retreat next year, because it's what I love to do. In the meantime, I am going to, excuse me, my nose runs when I get nervous, so now you know. I am going to set up a women's group for people who are going through challenges with cancer or another debilitating disease, but where we have good news and thrivers. I've been very lucky to have some really good friends who are thriving, and by God, I've hung on to those. I've hung on to their stories, because we tend to just hear the bad, and I'd really like to set something up for women who are challenged, where we can work through this using expressive art. We can share our fears and our hopes and our dreams, and also share stories of thriving. So that's something that maybe you might want to look out for. And the other thing I want to do is I want to gather women's stories. I want to write a book of life beyond cancer, and how people are still living a life, how women are. Because I think that's also really, really important. I found myself desperately contacting people who have got through it and are living their best life, and I just needed to hang on to those stories, and I've been very lucky to have lovely people sharing with me. So if there's anyone out there who has been through it, and I know there are, and who would like to contribute a story, please message me and get in touch with me, because I'd really like to do a collection of women's stories around cancer and coming out the other side and thriving, to help others, really give others something to hang their hat on. And the other thing I think I'll probably be doing, I know it sounds a lot, but you know, it's me. I'm going to set up an online, maybe a 6-week unfinished women's group for anyone who wants to explore their inner landscape, garner a bit of support in whatever they're looking for in the support way, share inspiration, look at hopes, dreams, and stuff we still long to do. And during that 6 weeks, each week we'll do something a little bit different with expressive art. So it might be wild writing, it might be a little bit of poetry, it might be a bit of clay work. It's really an online group, as I used to run my women's groups in person a few years back. So that will be an online thing, and we will have a subject every week and spend maybe half an hour working with with whatever medium that week's thing is, and then we can have half an hour sharing. So, and we'll do that on Zoom, so I'm going to set that up soon, because I think that would be great. And I'm missing my women's gatherings, I'm missing my groups, so there we have it. You know, life brings us challenges, for sure, all of us in different ways, and I suppose it's how we rise up to meet those challenges and still be vulnerable enough to show our fear and our 3 o'clock in the morning thoughts, and to know that with a good, kind support network, we can handle it, no matter what the outcome. Because, as ever, life is so very precious, and something like this stops you in your tracks. Yeah, I mean, it's always been my worst fear, cancer. Ever since losing my father, when I was in my 30s. And he was given 3 months to live, and it's always been, I've always attacked life and completely jumped in and gone for it, probably in a bit of a manic way sometimes, because of fear of not having enough life left to do the things you want to do. So what it's done is made me stop and just become very aware of practicing being in the present. And this is the most horrible, horrific diagnosis I could have ever have had, probably. Well, it could be more horrific, but anyway, let's not dwell on that. It's also, this last 2 months has also been one of the most wonderful 2 months I've had with my family and with Jason and with friends. So, you know, despite the horribleness, it's been amazing, beautiful, wonderful, happy, gorgeous moments too. And I expect them to continue, because that's where I'm at. And I'm just deeply grateful. You know, I'm grateful for every day I'm here, and I'm grateful I get to do the stuff I love. And even though financially it's been terribly difficult, I've also been blessed with very kind people helping and buying my artwork, which I was going to stop selling, but actually I just got some new frames today, so I think I'm going to sell some more. And I like it. I like doing my artwork, and I love my doing my personal journals, which I've made a few now, and I love them, and they're special and poignant. So yeah, so there's lots of changes, and yeah, I'll always work because I love it. It's not really like work, it's what I do. So yeah, hopefully I'll get a bloomin' website sorted out, because I really hate stuff like that. But I'll definitely get my Etsy shop, which I've been threatening to do for years, set up. And I just want to say thank you to all of you who have been so kind to me and my family. And I do appreciate it hugely. And I've still got a lot of life in me yet, no matter what the future brings. So I'm not really going to post anything about it anymore now. Only, you know, maybe to ask for your thoughts and your best wishes when I go to have surgery, because that's going to be a big one. But I'm sure it's going to be fine. And hopefully all the tests that I went through on Friday will be fine also. So that's where I'm at. So now you know. And yeah, thank you for everything. So I'm going to stop now and stop waffling, because I am. So have a great afternoon and a great week, and take care of yourselves.